Hey everybody, what's going on? Dylan here from One Life Motivation, here to give you guys another amazing video. Today I wanted to chat with you guys about meditation. I would like to chat with you guys about why meditation is important and why you guys should be introducing this amazing activity into your guys' life today. Alright, so now why am I here letting you guys know about the amazing benefits and facts about meditation? The number one reason is because meditation basically it improves your health dramatically. Some health benefits, it decreases your blood pressure, your stress levels decrease. Basically, it improves your body like dramatically. With me personally, some benefits that I've experienced is that I'm able to relax myself a little bit now. I'm more grounded in my life. I'm able to focus on things a lot more. I'm able to stay focused on things a lot longer as well. Getting frustrated and with my anger management problems that I still deal with to this day, allows me to be able to deal with that a lot more easier than before. So it allows me to relax and to breathe a little bit more. It allows me to snap myself back to being in a positive, more happy mindset than when I used to lose my mind and get really upset. And then I would get off sidetracked, being really frustrated and angry and just being negative. But now that I meditate, it now allows me to bring myself back and to relax and be calm, and just be in a calm state throughout my day instead of being stressed out and continuously thinking different thoughts throughout the whole day, just thought after thought after thought after thought. Instead of your head being like a crazy monkey, like what the monks say, your mind begins to develop and begins to be able to focus and just relax and just not be constantly thinking about the thing after another. So those are some of the amazing benefits of meditation. I could be talking about just the benefits of meditation all day, but those are just the broad benefits of it and how it's helped improve my life. So let's get into how you can start introducing meditation into your day-to-day routine. All right, so the first thing is, where can you guys meditate? With me personally, I meditate in this room where I'm at recording this video right now. It's like my little home office. I come in here and I meditate. I sit in my office chair. I'll talk about positions later. I like to sit in my office chair and just meditate in here, where in the morning when my wife's still sleeping and my dogs are still out sleeping, where they're not going to distract me. So where you meditate, the important thing is making sure that you guys are staying away from the hustle and bustle of what's going on in your house. If anybody else is up or anything's going on in your house when you guys are trying to meditate, you guys are going to try to find an area that's quiet, that's comfortable, a place where you guys are going to be able to stay focused and to meditate for at least like 5 to 10 minutes. I'll cover the time a little bit too. So you want to find a place where you guys are able to meditate and stay focused and nothing's going to distract you. So take your phone, turn your phones off, turn your computers, the sound off, nothing that's going to distract you or that's going to pop up or make a sound and take you away from being able to meditate. All right, so that's where you're going to want to meditate, is just find an area that's quiet and away from other distractions in your house. All right, so how long are you guys going to want to meditate in that area that you select? I highly recommend when you guys first start out that you guys start meditating for 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. You guys might not think that's a long time now, but trust me, when you guys sit down in your whatever position you guys are comfortable in, when you guys sit down, that 5 minutes is going to seem like an eternity, because you guys are going to have so many thoughts going through your head and you're going to be trying to focus, and it's not going to be what you guys think of it. The 5 minutes is going to be a very long time. So take 5 minutes of your day in the beginning, and then you can slowly start to develop it, start moving to 10 minutes, then 15, then maybe 20, and then slowly just move your way up throughout the minutes. But I really recommend just starting out with 5 minutes for a little while. Start developing yourself, start really learning how to meditate, and just improve yourself and get better at it. Then you guys can really start meditating for longer periods of time. So 5 minutes, all right? All right, so now you got your time, your area where you're going to be meditating. All right, so now let's talk about some positions. All right, now what are some positions that you guys can meditate in? The first one that I'm going to mention is probably the most famous one, someone that when you think of meditating, this is probably the position that you think about. It's called the full lotus, all right? Full lotus is basically when you are sitting cross, Indian style. You're going to cross your legs right in front of you. But how you sit, instead of, allowing your feet to touch the floor, your feet are going to be facing upward, and they're not going to be touching the floor at all. The only places that are going to be touching the floor are your knees, maybe your legs, and your butt. Your feet are not going to be grounded on the floor. That is the position. That is what it's called for. No feet touching the floor. It's going to be facing up. Now, before you guys try sitting in this position, let me just let you know this. If you guys try sitting in a position, all right, and you guys feel uncomfortable, your knees hurt, maybe your back hurts, maybe your hips hurt a little bit. If you feel any discomfort or you don't feel very comfortable in the position that you're sitting in, do not sit in the position any longer. Because one, it's going to distract you from your meditation session, and second, it's going to maybe cause some damage if you try forcing yourself to sit in that position for long periods of time continuously. You're going to hurt yourself, all right? So if you start feeling any discomfort in this position, do not continue doing it. Move on to maybe an easier position that feels more comfortable for you. But please go ahead and try it. See how you like it. It's very difficult in the beginning if you're not very flexible. Like, I'm not very flexible. I can't do the position yet. I'm working on my flexibility. But for the time being, just remember, if you start feeling any discomfort, move on to maybe one of the other positions I'm going to let you know. All right, so that's full lotus. The second position I'm going to let you guys know about is called half lotus. Now, this is basically the same as full lotus. The only difference is that one foot is going to be touching the ground while the other is facing up. All right, this is a position that's going to be a little bit easier. So maybe you guys can try this position out, see if you like it. So one foot is going to be touching the ground, and then one foot is going to be facing up in the same, Indian style cross-legged position. All right, if this position is uncomfortable for you as well, try the other positions. Now, the third position I'm going to let you know about, which is what I do, it's going to be, sitting. You can be sitting on a couch, sitting on your bed, sitting on a, like an office chair, whatever it is you guys can be sitting on. This position is going to work. Now, the way you're going to want to sit is I'm sitting in my office chair now. So you're not going to want to lean back against the chair. When you guys are meditating, you're going to want to keep both of your feet on the ground. Your knees are going to be about shoulder width apart. And you're going to want to sit up straight. You guys are not going to want to slouch against the back of your chair, because if you slouch, you're going to get very comfortable in what you're sitting and where you're sitting, and you might fall asleep or doze off, or you might get distracted. So you guys are going to want to sit up straight, sit with your back straight, all right, and don't get too comfortable. The point of this is so that you're able to focus and to be able to meditate and focus on your breathing. I'll cover the techniques a little bit. Focus on your breathing, or focus on your area where you're at. If you're doing concentration meditation, you guys are want to be focused, not being too distracted by getting too comfortable and starting to doze off and get distracted, starting to fall asleep. All right. Now, the fourth position I'm going to let you know about, it's walking meditation. This is a little bit more of an advanced style of meditating. I don't recommend you guys start, doing this technique until after a while. After you guys start getting some experience in meditating, don't try this out. It's a little bit more, complicated, but I'll let you guys know how it works. So basically, with the walking meditation, you're going to want to begin by standing up straight. Just like you're going to be sitting, you're going to want to stand up straight, all right? And then after a few minutes of being relaxed and then getting focused and, practicing some techniques, all right, then you're going to want to start walking. And then while you're walking, you're going to want to focus on, your soles touching the ground, your feet touching the ground. You're going to want to focus on the feeling of you walking. You're going to be walking in, like an oval pattern or a circular pattern or straight back and forth. And the point of it is the point of it is to make you more aware of your body. You're going to be aware of your arms swinging back and forth, your, like I said, your feet touching the ground, your breathing, just more aware and in tune with what your body is feeling and what you're going to be going through, while you're walking. Instead of just mindlessly walking, you're actually focusing on how your body feels, what's going on with your body, how everything is feeling in the moment. So that's the point of walking meditation. It's the gateway to being able to meditate when you're doing anything. It's the gateway to being able to meditate, when you're working, or maybe when you're working out, when you're running, maybe when you're cooking, reading, anything. That's going to be the gateway from sitting meditation to walking meditation and then into everyday activities. All right, so those are a few positions. There are a lot more positions, in meditation, but those are basically the big four that I knew of when I first started, and those are basically all you really need to know when you guys are first starting out meditating. All right, so now I want to get into meditating techniques. All right, there's a lot of techniques out there for meditating, but I'm just going to cover the few that I know that I've tried out and that worked really well for me. If you guys want, you guys can search up all the different styles of techniques that for meditating. But in this video, these techniques are going to be great for you to start out with. So if you guys are interested, please go ahead and search those up. But these are a few that I know. So the first one that I do this every day. This is like my big one that I go to is breathing meditation. So basically with breathing meditation, you're going to start off in any position that you want to be in. And when you start, you're going to close your eyes, you're going to focus, and you're going to breathe in through your nose. You're going to breathe in very slowly, making sure that you're expanding your belly, because that is your most efficient way of breathing is when you feel your belly expanding. You're going to fill up your lungs. You're going to hold it for a few seconds, 3 seconds, and then you're going to breathe out through your mouth. All right, and then while you're breathing in, doing this style of breathing, you're going to be focusing on your breathing. A friend of mine that I met, he's actually from India. He's a major in the Indian Army, gave me some techniques, and basically what he told me was you're going to be breathing in for 3 seconds, expanding that belly. Most effective way of breathing in, hold it for 3 seconds, and then breathe out for 3 seconds. Now you're going to be focusing on your breathing. Focus on breathing in happiness, positive attitudes, success, patience, all these great benefits, and great personality traits. And then when you breathe out, you're going to breathe out, the darkness. So basically like anger, frustration, impatience, basically anything that's not good for you, you're going to be breathing out. Sickness, disease, all of it. Breathing in for 3 seconds, hold it 3 seconds, and breathe out for 3 seconds, breathing out the bad. All right, now this is basically breathing meditation. You guys are going to be doing this if you first start out for the 5 minutes. That will be your 5 minutes of just focusing on your breathing. You guys are going to be having thoughts coming into your head. It'll come in, right? You're going to have that thought. But the basic fundamentals of meditation is you're going to have that thought come in, realize that you have the thought, and then just let it go. Don't get frustrated or angry with yourself, that you're having thoughts, because they're going to come. You're going to have thoughts come into your head. But the reason for meditation is to silence your mind and to silence, your day-to-day, your routine, to be calm and to relax. So you're going to have the thoughts come in, realize that you're having a thought, and just let it go. And then go focus right back onto your breathing. Don't get frustrated with yourself. All right. So that's basically breathing meditation 101. All right. That's what I do all the time. It's my favorite way of meditating. I've tried these other ways, but that is my personal way that I like to meditate. So please go ahead and try it. This is even effective even when you're not meditating. Maybe if you're in a moment when you're frustrated or angry or upset, just take a moment, breathe in for a few seconds, hold it, and then breathe out for a few seconds, and just take a moment to relax and calm yourself. It works great for me. So that's another way that you can use this technique. All right, so the second technique that I know of is called concentration meditation. So basically how you perform this style of meditating is that you're going to find an object. This object can really be anything that has any personal value to you, or anything that's important to you. If you're religious, maybe it could be the cross, or any a religious object that is important to you. It could be a certain text from a book. It could be like a big one is a candle light. So you're going to light a candle, and the flame, you're going to be looking at the flame from the candle. It could really be anything. But one of the most popular ways is staring at the flame of a candle. All right, so seriously, just pick any object that's important to you and you can use that. All right, so after you've picked the object that you want to be looking at, you're going to be sitting, in any, any technique that I told you about sitting or that you found that's comfortable for you. And when you're sitting, you're going to be staring at this object. You're not going to close your eyes. You're going to be staring at this object. Now, it's going to be called a soft stare. All right. So you're looking at this, and you're focusing on the flame or whatever object that that you chose. And while you're looking at this object, you're going to be focusing and letting all of your thoughts go. Right? So you're focusing, you're breathing in, you're breathing out through your mouth very slowly, relaxed, like breathing in for 3 seconds, breathing out for 3 seconds, and just staring at the object. You do not want to look away from it. Now, basically, what's going to happen is your vision is going to be, it's going to be getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and you're going to be staring very softly at this object. Now, what you want to achieve is a very empty mind. Thoughts come in, let them go, and just being in a very relaxed state, being very focused on that one object, creating, that tunnel vision effect, and then breathing very relaxed like. So that's what you're going to be doing for 5, 10, as many minutes as you're going to be meditating for, just focusing on that one object, letting everything go that's around you. All right, so that is the second technique of meditating. Now, the third technique of meditating is called visualization meditation. You guys might have heard this, it's called like visualizing. It's basically where you're thinking about, where you want to be in the future, thinking about dreams or ambitions, goals that you guys want to achieve. Basically, you're going to be visualizing yourself achieving whatever goal, dream, whatever it is, you're going to be achieving, or you're going to be visualizing yourself achieving those things. All right. So take the position that you want to be in. You're going to be sitting, standing, whatever it is. You're going to breathe in for 3 seconds, hold it, and breathe out. You're going to be breathing for a little bit. Just focus on your breathing for a little bit. For 3 seconds, hold it 3 seconds, and breathe out. You're going to be breathing like this for a few times just to get yourself in a relaxed state of mind. You're going to be doing this just so you can focus better on the visualization. Now, after you're relaxed and after you're able to focus, you're going to begin visualizing yourself achieving whatever it is you want to achieve. You're going to be putting yourself in the situation. Now, this isn't just any normal, thinking about yourself achieving these things. When you think about these things, you want to create all of the senses in this, visualization process. So you want, the sight, the feeling, the smelling, the hearing. You want every single sense that you can put into this visualization that you're having into this process, because that's what's going to make it the most real, and that's what's going to make it ingrained into you as deep as you can make it. Because you're going to be able to see yourself going through the process of achieving your dream or goal. You're going to feel it, you're going to taste it, you're going to hear it, you're going to be achieving all the senses, and that's what's going to make this process the best process. It's what's going to make it the most successful. Because when I do this, I visualize every morning, and when I go through this process, I can't help but smile. I can't help but have like a giant smile on my face whenever I'm going through this process, because it feels so good just seeing myself living through the process, seeing myself achieve my goals and become extremely successful and become extremely happy and positive, in these visualizations that I have, feeling the positivity and the happiness and just the the ultimate success of achieving all of it, and just being able to experience it. If I have my wife in my visualizations, being able to experience it with her and just feel all the joy, and it just makes me feel great being able to visualize all of this. So I highly recommend you guys trying this out as well. So remember, in the beginning, you're going to breathe for a little bit, get yourself relaxed, then visualize getting all your senses into this visualization process, experience what it's like, what it feels like being able to achieve all of this, and that's how you guys are going to visualize. All right, and now the last technique I'm going to let you guys know about is the walking. I kind of covered it a little bit before, but basically you're going to start off breathing, just like I told you with the visualization technique. You're going to breathe for a little bit, relax, get your mind relaxed, get to any thoughts that you're having, let them go, and just calm down. standing with your feet shoulder width apart, just standing, letting your arms dangle at the sides, not really doing much to them. Relax your fingers, relax your hands, not really having any tense, no tense muscles or anything in your body. Just let it all relax. Then that's going to be the beginning. So then when you actually start walking, you're going to want to start off walking at a very slow pace. Then while you guys are walking, you're going to want to feel everything that's going on in your body, all the touches, all the feelings. So you're going to be feeling how your soles hit the ground, how your feet are hitting the ground while you're walking. You're going to want to feel how your arms are swaying back and forth. You're going to be breathing just like I told you. You're going to be breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth very lightly, not forcing anything, just breathing normally. And you're going to be just relaxed. As thoughts come into your head, you're just going to let them go, not really worry about them. Don't get frustrated. Just breathe in and breathe out, walking at a nice slow pace, feeling everything that's going on in your body, just being in tune with everything that your body feels. Anything that's going on in your body, you're going to be feeling it, internalize it, and then just let it go. That is going to be, now this technique is going to be the gateway into allowing you to meditate with anything in your life while you're doing any activity or task. All right, so those are all the techniques that I know of. Those are the ones that I have tried out. Like I said, there are so many more techniques out there. If you guys are interested, please feel free to go ahead and check those out and introduce them into your meditation, your daily practices. If you guys want to get the most out of meditation, you guys are going to have to do this every day. That's how you're going to get the most benefit out of this, and that's how you're going to get the results the quickest, is if you guys are doing this every day and practicing every day. So now that I covered pretty much everything about meditation, now I kind of want to talk about how you can introduce this into your life every day. All right. Now, like I said in the beginning, I do this every morning. I make sure I do this every morning. When everybody's asleep, I'm able to focus and just meditate in the morning. I'm able to get the most out of it. To get this, guys, this routine into your life every day, you guys are going to have to make a choice, and you guys are going to have to put the effort to find the time in your day to try this out. You guys can't just, figure out, all right, I'm going to try meditating for a little bit here and just see how it goes. And then, you meditate and then let a week go by and maybe try meditating again, and maybe a month later try meditating. You're not going to get any benefit from it. In order to get the most out of this, you guys are going to have to make a choice and the effort to establish a routine for yourself to introduce this into your everyday life. If you guys are more interested in figuring out, how to introduce, this into your everyday life, I have a blog post on morning routines you guys can go ahead and read. And I also have a YouTube video for establishing a morning routine. I will put the link down below for you guys to check that out. And I have the meditation practice in the morning routine. So you guys can go ahead and read that, and you guys will figure out how you guys can establish a better morning routine, and you guys will be able to introduce this meditation practice into your everyday life. All right, so that's basically how you guys are going to be introducing this into your everyday activities. Just making sure that you guys are setting that time aside. All right, so that's basically all of my information I have for you guys for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I wrote a blog post on meditation, so you guys can also check that out below along with the morning routine. All right, there's some more information in there that you guys can check out. So maybe if you like to read as well, please go ahead and click on that link down below, and you guys will get even more information there. All right, make sure you guys are checking out my other two books that I have. My one book is on habits, and my other book is called Get Your Goals Right. They're both phenomenal books, short little books that you guys could read to introduce, changing your habits, improving your habits, bettering your lives. Any bad habits that you guys have, I cover in my habits book how you guys can get rid of them and replace them with even better habits. So if you guys have everybody has bad habits. So if you have any bad habits that are really bothering you and you just don't know how to get rid of it, that's going to be the book for you to read to figure out how you can replace that bad habit with a good one and improve your life. Because if you change just one bad habit in your life, it improves your life drastically. So you can go ahead and check out that book, and it will, I can guarantee you that will make an improvement on your life. Same with Get Your Goals Right. If you guys are struggling setting goals, you're not really sure about how to go through the process of how to set goals, you get frustrated at setting goals. I know I did in the beginning, setting goals for myself. I kind of, I let it become too big of a deal. I used to get frustrated with myself not being able to create goals for myself. So if you guys are like that, if you're struggling at all, please go ahead and check out my book, Get Your Goals Right. I'll put the links to my books down below. I'll put both of them down there so you guys can check it out. And if you guys want to get my habits book for free, you can sign up down below, click on the link. I'll send you my habits book for free, and you'll be able to sign up for my email notifications so I can inform you on what you guys can be updated on, for all my future videos and blog posts that I put out there. So you guys can check that out as well. If you want to sign up for that, click on the link down below. All right, everybody, I love sharing this stuff with you guys. I enjoy the process of seeing you guys all improve. I love seeing the process of you guys, creating better lives for yourselves. That's what I'm here for. I love serving you guys. I love improving your lives and just being here to help you guys out as much as I possibly can. All right. Again, I really hope you guys enjoyed this content. I will talk to you guys soon.